This is a big opportunity for you. While I'm on vacation, you will be in charge of flight attendant selection.
Gee, that's a big responsibility. There's so many applications.
Well, they come from all over the country. Every one of them hoping to be a stewardess. Only 1 out of 20 make it.
And I have to decide which one?
No. We leave that to the only one who has the guts to make an important decision in a corporation.
Western Union just brought this. You think it's about that job you was after?
Oh, I sure hope so, Clyde.
Did you get it? Did you get it? Well, I'll be. My little sister's going to be a steward. And will I tell the guys at the bowling alley about this?
And wait, I'll come back to town and parade around in my uniform.
When you leaving?
As soon as I get back.
Hey, wait a minute. Planting season's coming up. I'm going to have to get another boy to replace you.
Looks like you're about to have one there yourself.
Hey, it don't work that way, sis. Boy, I'm going to have to talk to you before you go flying off.
Yahoo! I got it!
Tony, what do you mean we can't have an air conditioner? Everybody on this block has one. What do we got? A fan. I can't stand it anymore, Tony. It's not like you were out of work. Dominic, take your elbows off the table. Pam, would you get that? It's probably for you. Dominic, take your feet off my chair.
Yes,
Paul,
this is she.
put your napkin in your lap where it belongs.
Are you
I
serious?
talked to my mother today, and even she said,
Oh,
Angela,
thank you
don't
very
reach
much.
for the butter. Ask for it. What was it, Pam?
I got it. I got the job.
What job?
Stewardess. I'm going to be a stewardess.
Did you hear that, Tony? Your daughter's going to be a stewardess.
Big deal, stewardess. She'll be nothing but a glorified waitress.
Really? What do you call this?
Such a bore this time of the year. 20,000 tourists in bad bathing suits.
Roger, I'm not going to Greece.
Or we could go to Switzerland. I hear the snow is super in Gstaad. Why, Craig and Darrell raved to me about it just the other day.
Roger, I'm not going.
What do you mean, not going? Don't you like skiing this time of the year?
I don't like you this time of year.
I beg your pardon.
Roger, I've given you the best ski seasons of my life, and I'm all skied out.
Well, what's that supposed to mean?
I'm tired of spending my family's money that I didn't do a damn thing to earn, and I'm tired of being part of this idle rich, especially when I'm so rich and you're so idle.
All right. I'll marry you.
You're missing the point. I'm leaving.
You found someone else?
No, I found a job.
Job? My God, that's even worse.
Roger, I'm going to be a stewardess.
Lisa, think of what you're doing to yourself. They could put you in coach. Why would you pick that kind of work?
Well, I like flying and I like travel. I like people. I like dry roasted peanuts, and I'm going to love being away from you.
Sunwest, this is Kennedy Control. Your Flight 19 has just landed on runway 21 left.
You know, I can't believe I made it. This is the third time I've tried.
Well, I heard stew school is really tough.
Listen, I may be a minority, but I want total equality with you girls. I don't care what it is.
How about maternity leave?
That too.
All right, troops, this is your captain speaking. Hi, I'm Connie Martin, and during the next 6 weeks, we're going to get to know each other very well. All right, now we go to Dallas to pick up 3 more, then it's off to L.A. for your training. I know you all have a lot of questions, but sit on them till we get there, so to speak. Okay, now.
Flight 19 for Dallas and Los Angeles, now boarding at gate 32.
Me. Hi. Lisa. Pam. Hey, would you rather sit by the window? Oh, no, thanks. Really, I don't mind. A friend of mine used to let me fly his plane, and I've seen a lot of air.
No, really, I'd rather not.
Hey, are you okay?
Fine, just fine.
You've never flown before, have you?
I've never been off the ground, unless you count hopscotch. Hey, this isn't so bad.
Now, do you want to sit by the window?
No, thank you. I can see fine from here.
Okay. Whew, it's getting hot in here, huh?
Is that real?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. I thought it was a fun fur.
Well, I've had some fun in it.
Lisa, I know it's none of my business, but friends with airplanes, fur coats, why do you want to be a stewardess?
Listen, Pam. Do you have any idea what it's like being pampered all the time? Never having to do anything for yourself. Going to party after party. Do you have any idea what that's like?
No.
Well, believe me, it's nothing.
Boy, would I like to try nothing for a while. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now approaching the Dallas-Fort Worth area.
This must be me. Must be. Hi, y'all. I'm Marcy Ann Bauer from Sweetwater, Texas. I can't begin to tell you how happy I am to be here today.
Hi, Marcy. I'm Pam, and this is Lisa.
Hi, Pam. Hi, Lisa. Isn't this the most exciting day in your entire life?
I certainly hope not.
Oh, it is for me. I couldn't wait to get off that farm. Y'all know how boring it is to look at cows udders all day?
I can imagine.
Well, at least it gives you a firmer handshake. Men like that, you know. I sure hope they put me up in first class. I'm going to find me a professional man. Like maybe a lawyer or a doctor. How about you?
I'm from a family of 7 kids, and I'm looking for a Protestant. Welcome to Los Angeles. For those of you who wish to reset your watches, it is now 11:50 a.m. Have a nice day, and thank you for flying SunWest.
You gotta hand it to personnel. Through these portals past the best-looking stews in the country.
Where'd you want to have that drink? At the Satellite Bar or the Sky Lounge?
Who cares?
Bert, what'd you want to talk to me about?
Why I'm looking at these girls and you're not.
I saw them.
You saw them, man, but you didn't see them. Come on, buddy, you gotta get back into action.
Why?
Look, I've been there. I didn't want to go out after my divorce either. But it's a year since your divorce. You haven't had one date in that time.
After 10 years of marriage, the very thought of dating, especially young girls. You don't have this fear of being trampled to death in a disco?
No, you don't.
I do. Oh, I do.
All right, everybody, next stop, training center. For the next 6 weeks, you're going to live here, eat here, and study here. There's an 11 o'clock bed check, and we try to encourage one person per bed. One other thing, every day here is going to be tough, mentally and physically, so get a good night's sleep. You'll need it. Rooms are arranged alphabetically. Oh, and if you hate your roommate, never mind, she'll grow on you.
Oh, really?
I mean, he'll grow on you. Aww. Never mind, just try and stay out of trouble.
Benton and Bauer, the B-girls. Isn't it great? We got together like catfish and hush puppies.
Marcy, you took the words right out of my mouth.
I just don't understand. You're a professional, man, a psychologist. Couldn't you date one of your patients?
You want me to go to jail? I'm a child psychologist.
I know that. Don't they ever grow up?
Ah, Bert, I'm not ready yet.
What would you do if I told you that if you picked out any stewardess on this airline, she could be yours?
I'd probably say, really? How?
With a little help from your friend.
35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. Good, good. Good. Now remember, girls, when you will be flight attendant, you will be always fighting gravity. This next exercise is designed to firm your butt.
Miss Simmons?
Yup.
What if you don't have a bust?
Do push-ups. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
How much further, Bert? You said we were going to take a walk. I figured level land. Nice stroll around the park would have done it.
Hang in there, Paul. We're almost at the top. And when we get there, you're going to thank me.
Oh, why don't I thank you now, and we'll go down and take a nice stroll around the park.
4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Time is up. For those of you who want to, you can now high-knee jog back to the shower.
I don't mind fighting the flag, but it feels like it's fighting back. Why are we doing this? Are we trying to be stews or linebackers?
I
I haven't been this tired since the pig took a hunk out of Grandpa's heel. I had to carry him to the vet.
Your grandpa?
No, the pig's silly.
Well, let's look at it positively. I like the firming up exercises.
You?
Pretty funny.
Hey, would anybody like a butterscotch chewy?
No, thanks, Sal.
Oh, come on. It'll give you some quick energy.
Sally, it'll give you some quick calories.
Sally, what are you doing? Didn't they tell you when they accepted you that you were borderline?
I can't help it. I have a compulsive mouth. My husband says I use food as a substitute for more food.
You're married?
Yeah, but we need the extra income. My husband's in the automobile business.
Sells them?
Washes them.
Oh. Well, enjoy it while you can, girls. I know today you're a little tired, but tomorrow you'll be paralyzed.
I don't believe her.
She's in fantastic shape. Hey, why are you doing this? Oh, didn't they tell you girls that our friendly SunWest Airlines has us back every 6 months for retraining? Just when you recover from the last training session, they send you in for a refresher.
I hope after 6 months I'm more refreshed than I am now.
Well, the nice thing about Miss Simmons' class is it gives you time to soak a few rays. Whew.
This feels great.
Not bad.
Oh, be still, my beating heart. Have a look, Paul. Oh, this is ridiculous. You want me to chase a stewardess? I'm scared to death of flying. I don't even like being on top of this hill. What am I doing here?
Trying to jog your memory.
I remember what girls look like.
Remembering isn't enough. Time to go to the next step. Where you take them out to dinner and they take you home to breakfast.
Have a look, Paul. You can't tell anything about a girl by the way she looks. Beauty is only skin. Oh, my God.
What?
I feel like a lecher. Pervert. A voyeur.
Now you're beginning to talk like a man.
I trust all of you enjoyed your brisk workout with Miss Simmons this morning? Oh, look, nobody promised the training would be easy. But let me personally assure you that after it's all over, boy, will you be glad. You see, we're going to put you under maximum physical, psychological, and academic stress. So only the most qualified of you will survive the training. In fact, I'd like all of you to look to the person at your left and look to the person at your right. After 6 weeks training, one of you will not be here. Well, so much for the good news. Now, I'd like you to open your manual to page 14, section 2.
Sorry, Connie, I thought you'd finished your orientation pep talk.
Yes. Oh, students, this is Captain March.
Hi, Captain.
Hello, hello.
One of the pilots on our faculty. He'll be teaching you the technical aspects of your curriculum, and that's all, if you get my drift.
Good morning, girls and guys. I never will get used to that.
I'll bet you won't.
All right, now, what we'll be talking about this morning are the things that I will be handling with you all for the next 6 weeks. Good evening, miss. Welcome to SunWest, the on-time airline.
Sorry.
Okay. Now, on Mondays, we'll be studying aerodynamics. Tuesday, ditching procedure. Wednesday, meteorology. Thursday, evacuation. And Friday, I play tennis. Now, you may all think of that program as ADMAT.
Thank you, Captain.
Well, good luck to everybody, and I'll see you on campus. And thank you, Connie.
Mm-hmm. Okay, now you're going to get your very first chance to flunk out. It's called a weigh-in. Now, if you go over the limit, we'll supply a plane ticket home and a SunWest crying towelette. Okay, Atkins, you're fine. Next. Bellagio. 5'7". Oh, my, I hope you're dripping wet, honey. You don't have a lot of weight to throw around.
What's my minimum?
105. That's what I call cutting it a little close.
I guess I better start wearing more mascara.
Got a list of pizza parlors I can give you. Okay. Next. Benton. 5'9". And 115. You're fine. Next. Bauer. Oh, 5'9". 118. You're just fine.
That's so sweet of you to say so.
Shucks. Next. Next, Boyer.
Right. That's me.
2 feet for beginners.
Right.
Oh, dear. 129. I'm sorry, Sally, you're 4 pounds overweight.
4 pounds. Well, lately, I've had a lot of heavy thoughts on my mind.
They didn't all go to your mind.
Well, I could go on a diet.
Okay, I'll give you 3 days.
Really? Thanks.
Oh. Next.
Gee, poor kid. I hope she makes it. 4 pounds. I guess we're really lucky.
Well, at least she has a husband.
Sorry the martini isn't finished, Bert. Betty got custody of the olives. You know, this whole idea of taking a month off just to chase after girls, I don't know.
Oh, Paul, you used to be a really fun guy. Lately, you're very depressing to be
Why do you
around.
talk to me like that?
Because you're my friend. Think about it for a minute. For 4 years in high school, you went with Cynthia. What did she give you for a graduation present? She dumped you for the French teacher. In college, you went with Nadine for 4 years, 2 years in graduate school. And what did that get you?
A B+ in abnormal psychology.
No. You got dumped for a Lithuanian exchange student. Paul, every woman you've ever gone with dumped you except for the last one, and she divorced you. Oh, monogamy's been your downfall. You've got to learn how to get involved without getting entangled. And I'm going to show you how.
What do you got there?
Mugshots of the girls we saw on the hill last night.
All right. Let me have a look. Huh. No. Oh, wow. Oh, look at the gorgeous eyes and that tender little face. Oh, I could really fall in love with that.
No falling in love. Haven't you heard anything I've been saying? Paul, all your life, you've entered every relationship fervently, passionately, emotionally. This time you're going to try something different. Alphabetically.
Alphabetically?
Alphabetically. I'm going to take the first 3 names on this list, beginning with A. Atkins, Ronald. Wrong. Okay, here we go. Bellagio, Benton, and Bauer. Bellagio, Benton, and Miss Bauer.
Nice.
That is 30 seconds too long. Okay, everybody, come on over here. Oh, and by the way, Miss Benton, it isn't really necessary for you to comb your hair before evacuating the aircraft.
Well, you never know who'll be waiting for you at the bottom of the slide.
It's very amusing and quite true. All right, everybody, we're going to do it again. And this time, I'll show you how we're going to cut a full 20 seconds off our last time by having Miss Benton sit this one out.
Really?
Really. Okay, troops, up the steps and start sliding when I say go. Anyway, Miss Benton, I wanted to talk to you about that paper you turned in on aerodynamics.
Why? Was there something wrong with it?
No, as a matter of fact, it was perfect. Wherever did you hide the answers?
Now, Captain March, you're not accusing me of cheating, are you? I used to fly a plane myself. Still have my license.
Ah, well, that explains it. Perhaps then you'd like to go to dinner and we can compare notes on lift, drag.
Wait a minute. Isn't there a rule that says that teachers aren't supposed to date the students?
That's right.
Well, I can't let you break that rule by yourself, can I? But remember, I have bed check at 11.
I know that.
I'll bet you do.
Parts of the horizontal stabilizers. I am so tired. Every muscle in my body aches, even my brain.
The phys ed teacher said that we'd be fighting gravity. My eyelids are ready to surrender. Come in.
Hi, guys.
Hi.
Hi, Sal. I came by to say goodbye to you.
Goodbye.
What, you didn't hear? I didn't lose the weight.
Oh, no.
Sally, we're going to miss you. I'll miss you guys, too. Anyway, I'm sure they'll find 2 thin girls to take my place. I really miss my husband a lot.
Sally, if you decided to, you could lose the weight and reapply in 6 months.
Well, I'm going to go home and have a lot of fun and gain about 25 pounds.
Fun?
The way I'm going to do it will be. I'm going to get pregnant.
That's great.
Yep. Anyway, take care of your beautiful bodies, huh?
Bye-bye, Sal.
Oh, study real hard. You eat more, Pam.
Bye.
Say goodbye to Lisa for me, will you?
We will.
Pam, how are we supposed to memorize all this? The elevators are movable parts of the horizontal stabilizers. The back parts on the rudders and elevators are called trim tabs.
If you think that's difficult, wait till you get to the part about fluffing pillows.
Huh?
If you think...
Am I clear?
I think so. She didn't check her room yet. Did anybody see you?
I hope not.
How'd it go with Captain March?
It didn't.
What do you mean? What happened?
What happened? He waited till I was halfway through dessert to tell me that he's living with somebody.
Dessert's not bad. He could have waited till breakfast.
Cute, Pam.
That little old skunk. Then how come you got in so late?
Well, he spent the rest of the evening trying to convince me that he and his girlfriend have an understanding.
Well, do they?
Yes, but she doesn't know about it.
Who is it?
Connie.
Lisa, your shoes.
What is it? I hate to be the bearer of bad tidings, but one of you is in a bit of trouble.
Trouble?
It's you, Marcy. It's about your grades.
What do you mean?
I mean that you're failing everything but passenger relations. See, if you could memorize as well as you socialize, you'd be fine.
So what's going to happen now?
I'll tell you tomorrow morning in my office. I'll see you at 0800 hours sharp. Sorry, kiddo. Sleep tight.
800 hours? I'm not going to be able to wait that long.
Say goodnight, Marcy.
Pam, is it?
He's not going to do anything. scary. I hope I make it.
Oh, Pam, it's not going to be that bad.
Oh, yeah?
Why do they call it the fright flight?
Well, it's just an expression, like crash helmet.
You're not helping.
Oh, look, here comes Marcy. She doesn't look very happy.
Oh, I hope she didn't flunk out. Being a stew means so much to her.
I know.
Well, what happened? What did she say? If I don't make a solid 90 on the exams tomorrow, back to the farm. Well, Clyde will be happy. And the cows will be happy. I guess 2 out of 3 ain't so bad.
You'll make it, Marcy. You just gotta have faith. You gotta have confidence. Oh, my God.
All right, gang. As you may have heard, this little ride is known as the fright flight. You'll know why when you get up in the air. Now, chances are you'll never come up against any of the conditions that we're going to go through, but if you do, this flight could save your life, if you live through it. All right, now, those of you who are playing passengers, I want you to make the flight attendants jump. Press those service buttons, ask them dumb questions, you know, like normal passengers. Oh, and act terrified. Ah, I see some of you won't be acting. All right, now, those of you who are playing flight attendants, just act like you would in real life, only without the hysteria. But whichever part you're playing, I want you to watch, listen, learn, react, feel the sensations. I want you to just be part of the plane, preferably the part that's still flying. Good luck and happy landing.
Pam, nothing's happened.
I know, that's what's awful, the waiting.
This is your captain speaking. Welcome to your first emergency orientation flight. We're approaching our normal cruising altitude of 39,000 feet. For passenger comfort, the cabin is pressurized at 7,000 feet. A blowout anywhere in the fuselage would result in a rather sudden loss of pressure. If this should occur, oxygen masks would drop automatically, and we would begin an emergency descent procedure to a lower altitude in order to equalize cabin pressure. We will begin a simulation of this situation in approximately 10 minutes. You know, flying has sometimes been described as hours of boredom relieved by rather stimulating moments of terror. You're about to live through one of those moments. Have fun, kiddies.
Oh, my God, he's gonna kill us.
Stop it, Pammy, it's not.
Before we begin maneuvers, I'd like to give a special welcome to Miss Lisa Benton, our top student in aerodynamics. Miss Benton, stand by for a flying lesson you won't soon forget.
You're right, he's going to kill us.
Okay, Phil, hit the oxygen mask and ring the bell. Roger, here we go.
These masks aren't for Halloween. Use them. This is for real.
Okay, Phil, let's chop the power and take her down. Roger. These babies have a mind of their own when they're not pumping juice, huh? Boy, I could sure use a cup of coffee. Yeah, I bet they could use one back there, too. How far have we dropped, Bill? 27,000 feet. Okay, let's put the power on and level her off. All right, kids, you can put your masks away. For your information, you pulled a full 5 Gs. Qualified you for the space program. Nice going. Well, we're headed for the barn.
You okay, Pam?
Sure.
How about you, Marcy? Oh, I'm fine. I wish I could do as well on the ground as I do in the air. Somebody ought to ground the Red Baron up there. He didn't have to go that far.
He's just trying to impress you.
Why couldn't he do it like other men? With diamonds.
You handled yourself just fine, kids. No panic, no air sickness. Oops.
Sorry.
Well, maybe just a little air sickness. Listen, if you do as well tomorrow, you'll all be sporting a pair of gold wings. Maybe some of you think you're not good at taking tests, but you didn't panic up here, so don't panic down there. Okay, kids, time's up. Turn in your exams.
Think you did? Well, I thought it was a very negative test. A lot of falses and none of the aboves. But it was easy.
It was pretty easy, wasn't it? Did we take the same test? That's the toughest thing I've been through since the 4-H cow milk off.
Oh, I'm sure you passed. All that cramming we did, some of it had to sink in.
Oh, Marcy, don't worry about it. I'm sure you did fine.
I don't know. The waiting's the hard part. I don't know how I'm going to make it through the next 24 hours. I'm a physical wreck. Listen, guys, I'm a big girl now. I can take it. If I didn't pass, just tell me.
Marcy, I don't know how to tell you this.
Go ahead.
You passed.
I knew it. Back to the farm for me.
Marcy, you passed.
I know I passed. You don't have to rub it in. I know. I passed?
We all passed.
Oh, I know you passed, but I passed? Did you hear that? I passed! I passed!
Yes, this is my first 1/3 of an apartment, too.
Would you look at that view? I can't believe it. I'm so glad we requested LA as our home base.
Better yet, I'm glad we got it.
Isn't this fantastic? We're overlooking that gorgeous ocean. We got the most perfectly darling little apartment with the cutest furniture and the greatest kitchen that ever was.
Marcy, if you don't like the place, why don't you just say so?
Lisa.
Do you realize that there are 3 of us and 2 whole bathrooms? Do you know what that means to someone from a large family? That's almost 1 bathroom per person.
You've got your own bathroom, Marcy has her own kitchen, and tomorrow I've got my own plane.
Kind of exciting, isn't it?
It sure is. I can't wait to meet my first passenger.
Okay. What we need now are chains. Lots and lots of chains.
Chains.
Oh, yeah. The girls will love that. It's a great image, you know? Yeah, it looks very, hip.
And what?
Hip. It's hip, yeah.
It's hip? Bert, don't you think the girls would be bothered by all the clanking and the jangling?
No. Paul, you look great. You're ready. You're really ready.
You really think so, don't you?
Yeah, the 3Bs graduated today. And I've got something here that's top secret. Their flight schedules. They don't even know where they're going to be yet. But you do.
I don't know. My mother never wore this much jewelry.
Well, we could have waited for the girls back at the marina, Bert. I don't know why we had to go chasing after them.
We didn't know they were going to room together. You got to strike separately. The principle here is to divide and conquer. Now, stewardesses get very lonely in a strange city on a layover. It's so easy to meet them on the plane.
I'm more comfortable on the ground.
Yeah, well, you got to get over your fear of flying, man.
What do you think I've been doing? I've read every new paper there is on acrophobia, and I've had quite a few conversations with my colleagues. Believe me, I've been approaching this from a very scientific point of view.
Would you step over here, please, sir? You're going to have to take whatever it is in your pocket out.
Are we off the ground yet?
Easy, Paul. They haven't started the engine yet.
I gotta go to the bathroom.
Again, come on. You've been twice already. Just relax. Here, read a magazine.
Read a magazine. Oh, my God, I started the engines.
Wasn't so bad with it?
If we're in the air, that's bad. I think I'll take a walk up and down the aisle. Then I won't know I'm flying. Because I'll be walking.
Relax, here she comes.
Miss, could you tell me the capital of Rhode Island?
It's Providence.
It certainly is. Well, you came along just in time.
I think I did. Are you all right, sir? You don't look very well.
I look fine on the ground. But in the air, I'm kind of...
Uneasy?
No.
Worried?
No.
Apprehensive?
Terrified.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
I know exactly how you feel.
You do?
Yeah, I wasn't that wild about flying myself, but I got used to it.
Tell me how.
I pretend I'm on a bus.
Good idea. But how do you account for the clouds?
That's easy. Okay now?
Oh, yeah. You don't suppose you could let me off at 82nd Street?
Why did you let her get away?
What'd you want me to do? Gag her? Bind her?
Didn't you see how she was coming on to you?
Really? I just thought she was being polite.
If you could learn the difference between polite and coming on, you'd be a much happier man.
Really? Coming on? Oh.
You see that guy in the aisle I was talking to? Kind of cute, isn't he?
Yeah, but did you see the guy sitting next to him? Not so cute.
What do you mean?
He works for the airlines. I bet there are a couple of ghost riders.
A couple of what?
Ghost riders. Company reps that pose as passengers to check us all out.
You're kidding. What a sneaky job.
Mm-hmm. That's your friendly float spy.
I'll go see what they want.
Be cool.
Don't worry. Can I help you, gentlemen?
Yes, miss. I'm very interested in your cure for air sickness, and I wondered if you'd mind sharing your theory with me, like, over dinner?
Oh, I'm sorry, sir. No matter how tempting that offer is, I personally feel that anyone working for an airline as wonderful as SunWest should not detract from her duties by mixing business with pleasure.
Now, you think you'd like to tell me the difference between a come-on and a kiss-off? Hey, how come we're moving on to number 2 and I didn't hardly get to bat with number 1?
We'll get back to her later. Besides, you need more practice for that one. And you can't miss with this one. She's a lot friendlier, and besides, she's got a 2-day layover in San Francisco. Now, let's go over your routine.
Routine. Oh, yeah. Hi, my name is Charlie Blaylock, and I used to live in Sweetwater. But then I moved to Texarkana.
Oh, you got it.
Excuse me, sir. Would you care for a towel? How's the article?
Excuse me, but aren't you Marcy Bauer?
I sure am. How did you know?
I thought that was you. You don't recognize me? I'm Charlie Blaylock. I used to sell grain to your daddy. Of course, you were still in high school then.
Charlie Blaylock? Sorry, I don't recall.
That's probably because I was always carrying around a sack of grain. Let me see. I got it. This look familiar?
Charlie Blaylock. I think I do remember you now. Didn't you used to drive a Plymouth?
That's right.
And you lived in Rokesville for a while.
Yeah.
Never heard of you.
I'm sorry.
Hey, that's okay. What are you doing in San Francisco?
Oh, I got about a week's business there.
I have a 2-day layover in San Francisco.
Really? What a coincidence.
Where are you staying?
At the Mark Hopkins.
What a coincidence, so am I. Hey, I gotta run. My towels are gonna cool off. Bye for now.
Bye for now.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are making our final approach into the San Francisco area.
And how may I help you folks?
We have reservations.
I see. Is that Mr. and Mrs.?
Mr. and Miss, they're separate reservations.
Right. Your names, please?
Oh, Charlie Blaylock.
Charlie Blaylock. Mr. Blaylock, we have you in room 617. And your name is?
Bauer, Marcy Bauer.
Miss Marcy Bauer. Miss Bauer, we have you in room 615, right here. And it's right across the hall.
What a coincidence.
This has really been a day of coincidences, hasn't it?
Front.
The brown bags are mine. The lady has the red bag. That's right.
Well, here we are.
Yeah, well, what would you like to do first? Would you like to go to a revolving bar and revolve a little bit, or would you like to have some brandy sent up to the room?
I think I'd rather just go to bed.
Huh?
No, silly, I mean go to sleep. After all, we do have to conserve our energy, don't we?
We do?
Yeah, for tomorrow. I've never been to San Francisco before. And you and I are going to have the most fantastic time seeing all the sights. Then maybe we'll have some brandy. Y'all sit tight now.
I'll try. Here, and thank you.
Now here you see what distinguishes Bagrandatello wine from any other wine in Napa, Sonoma, and Mendocino. The answer is right here. Oak. These are oak vats. Follow me.
Are you sure this is the place the desk clerk recommended?
I hope so. I hope so.
These vats are made from the boat we came over on. They used to be full of Italians. Now they're full of wine. The spirit of Bagrandatello wine is right here in the woods. Now, follow me right through here, please. Now, in this next room up these stairs, I'm going to show you how we mix old world charm with new world modern technology. But before we do, I'm going to give you a little sample just to get the true feeling of our wine.
A little depressing.
And one for you. One for you. One for you. And one for me. A salute. Here. Okay. Now we're moving. Everybody into the other room. Fredo, would you take him there, please? Follow Fredo into the other room. That's fine. Just keep moving right along. No. Got something for you. What you need is a young, full-bodied wine. Something you can caress your palate with. Something you can... why don't you just go on with the others? That's fine.
No, he's with me.
Oh. Well, in that case, I have the ideal wine for you. You're gonna love this one. It's a Barbera, and I think you'll find it an amusing little wine.
Well, I hope so, because there was something funny about the last one.
Well, you mean you didn't like that one? Hey, you're looking at our best vintage here.
What vintage is that?
November. It's young, but it's got spunk. Drink up, drink up. Buy yourself a case. There, now, how does that taste to you? Huh?
It's bitter, and it's sour, and it burns my throat.
Hey, see what I mean? Spunk.
Charlie, could we head on back to San Francisco now?
Sure we can. What's the matter?
There's so much darkness in here, and there's so much sunshine out there.
Okay, I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll get in the car, I'll roll down the windows, and I'll take you to a well-lit restaurant, huh?
Okay.
Leo, what's with you lately? What? You didn't pack enough cheese. We're running out of Chianti. You fill that up with cheese, bring some wine. I'll take it down the truck myself. Well, I know who you are.
You do?
Of course. My boy's been talking about you for over a year. I finally get to meet his girlfriend. Oh, welcome to the winery, Mona.
Marcy, and I'm not your son's girlfriend.
What? You two kids broke up already? Guido, I'm going to kill you. You got no taste.
No, I barely know your son. I'm with him.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Such a beautiful young woman. It's lovely hair. No, I think I got the wine just for you.
Excuse me, could you tell us how to get out of here? Because we want to get some fresh air.
You're my guests. It's fresh air you want. It's fresh air you get. Hey, you! Grab one of these boxes, okay? All right.
My friend takes me for a walk. I wind up climbing Mount Everest. I hate planes and I'm flying all over the country. All I want is a little fresh air and a nice date. And here I am carrying around boxes of bad wine. I don't like the direction my life is taking.
I know you're gonna love it.
Marcy, why don't we go and sit down?
Under a tree?
much fun up here, I would have come up a long time ago. If you ever get down to Texas, you gotta come see this chili festival. I gotta take some of these home to my brother Clyde. Can you try one of these?
No. All right, everybody, it's time to stomp the grapes. Let's go. I'm going to show you a real good time. Now, come on over here. Hurry up. And because she's the guest of honor, she gets the first stomp, right? I love that girl. Oh, where's your friend? Hey, come on, come on.
No dice.
All right,
I'll do it. I'll do it.
Beautiful.
You little old Dickens, I can't believe you got in here.
Well, I figured it's the only chance we'd have today to get to know each other.
Let me introduce myself. I'm Marcy Bowers. I'm a stewardess.
I'm Charlie Blaylock, and I'm in grapes.
Well, your sneakers are soaking in the sink, but I don't think the grape stains are going to come out.
Well, I'll have to be careful not to walk by any reclining winos.
In that case, you better get your other shoes before we go out to dinner.
Out? You want to go out some more?
You said we were going to do the town.
Why don't we do room service?
Okay, we'll do what you want.
We'll go out. We'll go out.
Really? Oh, you're such a good sport. After dinner, why don't we come back here and have that little brandy?
Yeah, oh yeah, I'd really like that, yeah.
Good. Now I'm going to go in and freshen up. You stay right here, catch your second wind, and I'll be back before you can say Charlie Blaylock.
Who?
Why, you silly.
Oh, yeah, me, good old Charlie Blaylock, yeah.
You'll be sure to miss me when I'm gone. Well, here I am all ready and raring to... Charlie? Charlie? Wake up, Charlie. We have a big night ahead of us. Hello. Speaking. Yeah, I could be there in an hour if I had to. Do I have to? That's what I thought. Right. Flight 62. I'll be there. Dear Charlie, you were so sound asleep I hated to wake you up. I was really looking forward to our next day together, but duty called, and I was put on a milk run to Seattle and Vancouver. I'll never forget our wonderful day together, and I was looking forward to a wonderful evening. If you ever get to Los Angeles, please call me. We still haven't had that brandy.
Paul. Bert here, buddy.
Bert. Oh, yeah, hi, Bert.
Hey, listen, I called your room. There's no answer. Where were you?
I was in Marcy's room.
I thought so, you devil.
Hey, Bert, you were right about Marcy. She's real friendly. I like her. I like to see more of her.
No. You've seen enough of her. Now, remember Lisa, the one from Connecticut?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, well, she's arriving right where you are, and she leaves San Francisco this afternoon for Miami with a 3-day layover.
Another layover?
722 to Miami. We would like to call your attention to some flight safety procedures. In the event that the air cabin should lose its pressure, automatically above your head will appear an air mask.
Plans for Miami? Well, I have an old boyfriend who's in Europe. He told me I can borrow his boat and do a little cruising. How about you?
Well, my boyfriend's flying in from L.A. for the weekend.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, maybe you met him when you're going through training school. Captain March? Bob March?
Oh, yeah. I met him, all right. Say, Ruth.
Yeah?
This is none of my business, but do you know that he's living with somebody?
Oh, yeah. I know.
You do?
Yeah. But how did you know?
Well, because he took me to dinner and tried to explain how his relationship with her shouldn't spoil his relationship with me.
When was this?
About a month ago.
Oh, that rat. He's only supposed to cheat on one girl at a time. Man, are the pits. Now, how would they feel if we hit on them the way they hit on us?
I'll let you know on the return flight. Scooting over one, I'm on my passenger break.
Really? Oh, no, please, sit right down. I didn't know you could do that.
Neither does anybody else. So, do you live around here?
Around where? I mean, where are we?
I'm not sure. Somewhere between San Francisco and Miami.
Well, I'm from Los Angeles, but I'm going to Miami to spend a few days.
Really? I have a layover in Miami.
Really? I suppose you'll be staying with friends, huh?
No, without them. They're in Europe, but I'm using their house. Their big, empty house.
Well, if you get lonely, just whistle. I'll bring the wine.
Why, I do declare, we haven't been properly introduced. I don't even know your name.
My name, it's, Gary.
Gary what?
Cooper.
Okay, Coop. If that's the way you want it, I'm Shirley Temple.
Yep.
For what? Well, to let the anchor down, get a little sun, have a cold beer, maybe.
That sounds good. It's really hot.
Well, that's because there's hardly any breeze up here. I'll tell you what, I'll let the main down, you can throw the anchor overboard.
Why, sure. I mean, no, I wouldn't. Boy, you sure got a great tan.
Why, thank you. I work at it. And you've got a great white. Don't you ever get outdoors?
Only when I pick up a mail.
But listen, the sun is twice as strong out here. You better put some of this on yourself.
Never touch the stuff.
Whatever you say. Listen, there's beer down below if you get thirsty.
Terrific. Here.
Thank you.
And here's looking at you, kid. This is nice. This is very, very nice.
Hey, listen. I hope you don't think I came on too strong on the plane.
Too strong? You're kidding. There's no such thing.
Well, you know how it is these days with more and more women getting more and more aggressive. Some men can't handle it.
Well, some men are insecure. I happen to like aggressive women.
Good. Because I like men who like aggressive women. Why don't we drink to that?
I'll drink to that. Cheers. I had this incredible urge to hug you.
Oh, well, I'd like that, but I'd probably squirt right out of your arms. Why don't we wait a little while? I'm going to get a little sun, have a little swim, and then later we can go below and have a little lunch. Sun, quick.
No, I'm okay. Ow! Oh! Oh!
Okay, you've got a bad burn. I'll find some towels and try and make you some ice packs.
Oh, wow!
It's okay. There's some ointment in the first aid box. I'll get us back to the hotel as quick as I can.
Lisa!
Yes?
Please don't touch me!
Sorry.
I don't believe I said that.
Sunwest Passenger Relations, Bert Stahl speaking.
I have a collect call for you from a Mr. Sam Strikeout in Miami. Do you want to take it here or on the bleachers?
Everybody's a comedian, huh? I'll take it here. Yeah, Paul.
Bert, I gotta talk fast because I'm in pain. Now look, I lied to you. I struck out with Marcy, and I just struck out with Lisa. And if you put me on an island full of women who hadn't seen a guy in 20 years, I would still strike out because you can't change a guy who's always dated girls 6 years at a time. It just doesn't work. Goodbye, Bert. I'm in pain. Oh, hi. Aren't you,
Yes, I am. Aren't you?
That's right. That's me.
The man who's afraid to fly.
The girl who wouldn't let me off at 82nd Street.
Right.
You know, you may not believe this, but I've been doing a lot of flying lately.
That why you're walking so funny?
In a strange way, yeah.
I'm glad you got over your fear of flying.
Well, actually, I didn't get over it. I just kind of compromised with it, yeah. And that's thanks to you, by the way.
Well, we here at SunWest try to do our best.
Please, no more commercials.
You know, that first time I met you on the plane, I thought you were a company rep. I guess I sort of backed off. But then I checked and I found out you weren't.
Well, now that you know who I'm not, you think you'd like to spend some time finding out who I am?
I'd like that. But I'm on my way to Los Angeles.
So am I.
Well, I have a 2-day layover there.
Funny what a little champagne does to some people.
Yeah, it turns them into pigs. I wish they were pigs. Then they'd eat this mess instead of leaving it. Don't fear, damsel. We're taking you away from all of this.
Bye! Come on, you guys, what's up?
Our 6 months are up, that's right. Do you mean? That's right, Yellow Rose. Back to school.
How about that? Retraining. I can't wait to retrain.
I don't believe you said that.
Well, I figure I'm doing something wrong.
What's that?
I still can't find my doctor.
Well, kids, I managed to swing the best room in the house. You can't beat the rates, and it's yours for the next 2 weeks.
Our old room.
Yeah. Figured as long as you guys decide to take retraining together, I might as well give you a little shot of nostalgia. Oh, now, in case you've forgotten, I'll show you how to adjust the thermostat, pull down the shades, or how to jump into bed with all your clothes on.
Hey, somebody's been sleeping in my bed. And they dented it.
I don't know who's been sleeping in my bed, but there are notches in the bedpost.
You know, Connie, I really kind of miss it around here. Flying's great, but living out of a suitcase can be a real drag.
Well, if you feel that way, why don't you ground yourself and be teachers? All it takes is to pass a couple of tests.
Tests? Did you say tests?
Yeah.
Forget it. I love living out of a suitcase.
So, Connie, are they still serving in the commissary, or should we go out to lunch?
Yes, they're still serving in the commissary, and yes, you should go out to lunch.
Oh, I want to go too, but I have a lunch date. How about dinner?
That's okay with me.
Fine. Connie, why don't you join us?
Are you serious? All you do is talk about all the guys you met. I'd love to. See you in the lobby at 7. Bye.
A lunch date, huh? That sounds more serious than dinner.
No, he just got a couple tickets to the King Tut exhibit.
What's he like, Pam?
It's hard to say, but he has one thing going for him. He's a Protestant.
I really ought to apologize for this. I thought these tickets would get us right in.
I don't mind waiting in line, really. I grew up in a big family. I've waited longer than this to get in the bathroom.
I'll bet they didn't even have a gold sarcophagus or jewel statues in there.
No, we didn't.
Well, they must be running late. You see, these tickets say 1:30.
Excuse me. If you have tickets, you're standing in the wrong line. This is the line to get tickets.
What line should we be in?
Right over there. The long line.
Oh, no. Well, I guess we'll catch this in Egypt.
You like art?
Yes.
You like children?
Yes.
And I got something you're really gonna like.
Okay.
Well, what do you think? It's an original Jimmy Potrero.
I like it. But why is that bird pecking at the sun?
That's not a bird. That's a satellite.
Right. It's a satellite with wings and a beak.
See, it shows Jimmy's confusion and anger with the world that he lives in. It also shows that he has a great imagination. That boy will either be another Einstein or a gangster. I like this room. I like this. It makes me feel like a kid again.
You like feeling like that, don't you?
Yeah, I'm a firm believer in immaturity.
Is that why you became a child psychologist?
No, I became a child psychologist because I didn't like adults. That's why I became a child psychologist.
Come on, what's the real reason?
Ex-wife.
She loved children?
She hated them. She refused to have any. That's why I have a gang of my own.
That's really very nice. Must make you feel very good helping kids with their problems.
Well, I keep telling myself that, but there are some tough ones. I had one that made me a peanut butter and silly putty sandwich, which, by the way, isn't bad with sliced bananas.
How do you feel since your divorce? Is it really over?
I'm getting there.
Oh.
But getting there is half the fun. Especially now.
hiding behind the key to my gym locker.
Yes. That's it.
Oh, this is nice. Really nice.
Yeah, it is. It's really nice. Would you like a cup of coffee or pretzels, sunflower seeds? How about a glass of wine?
Oh, no, thank you. Really. I think I had too much popcorn at the matinee.
You know, that's the 7th, 8th time I've seen Star Wars. It just gets better and better. I mean, beginning to like Darth Vader.
I think I'm more the R2-D2 type.
Well, so.
Paul. I have to level with you. I'm not good at one-night stands.
Really? You really mean that?
I really do.
Well, never mind. Who needs them?
Paul, I mean, you're a man. You...
Never.
But you were married.
Except for her. Never.
Never?
In high school, it got a little close.
That's amazing.
No, it's not amazing. Sex isn't everything, you know.
You're right. I feel exactly the same way. I mean, sex is nothing unless you know the person and unless you care for them.
And, can I offer you something to drink?
Yes, you did.
And you didn't want anything.
No, I didn't.
And you don't want anything to eat.
No, I don't. I wish I did. I should eat.
Well, I'd offer you one of my world-famous peanut butter sandwiches, but I'm fresh out of Silly Putty.
Thanks.
So you don't want anything?
I guess not.
We hadn't done that.
You do?
Yeah. Because after this, Star Wars will be very boring.
Beep.
Beep.
Beep, beep.
Beep, beep, beep.
May the Force be with you.
Dinner at the Spine restaurant, and I thought he was a really nice guy until he started eating Parmesan cheese right out of the shaker.
Well, so much for the losers. Didn't you have any winners?
I do. Sorry I'm late.
It's okay. No problem. We haven't even ordered yet. We're just talking about the people you meet at 30,000 feet. Oh, I'm a poet.
Well, who doesn't? Me. I met such a sweetie. He was really kind of special. In fact, he could have been Mr. Special.
Well, so what happened?
He fell asleep. I mean, after a day of sightseeing, kind of pooped out on me. And then somebody cashed in a trip trade, and I had to leave. Yeah, I left a note pinned on his chest, but he never did call back.
Well, maybe you pinned it through his heart. What about you, Pam?
Hey, I can't complain. I've had 4 proposals, and 1 was even for marriage. But I did meet this terrific guy. Remember the guy I had the lunch date with? Well, he's a child psychologist, and he's divorced.
What does he look like?
He's 6 4. He's got kind of red-brown hair, and he's got the bluest eyes you have ever seen.
Gosh, he sounds wonderful.
In fact, he sounds an awful lot like the guy I was telling you about.
I guess we have the same taste in men.
Probably. You should have seen this guy the first time I met him in Miami. He was so sunburnt, he looked like a tall fire hydrant.
Gary Cooper.
Say what?
No, Gary Cooper. I dated your fire hydrant.
What are you talking about?
This guy of yours. Did he happen to have a Mickey Mouse watch?
As a matter of fact, so did mine.
And a cute little scar on the back of his thumb?
Yeah, mine too.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, what?
This isn't the first time this has happened. I'm afraid you guys were set up.
I don't believe it.
Me either.
If I was back home, Clyde and the boys would really take care of this critter. Take it easy, Marcy. Look at it this way. The guy chased the 3 of us all over the country, and the only thing he managed to turn on was his overhead reading lamp. I guess you're right. At least nobody got hurt.
Well, almost nobody.
Come on, Pam. A phone can't dial itself. You're not going to chicken out on us now, are you?
Yeah, Pam, I thought we all agreed.
I don't know. Why are we wasting such good contempt on such a worthless rat? Why don't we just forget about him?
And let him stalk the skyways again? What if your little sister was the stewardess, Pam?
Okay, I'll call. I just happen to know the number.
Hello.
Hi, it's Pam.
Hi, Pam. How are you?
Fine. Listen, how would you like to go with me this weekend to Hawaii?
Hawaii? You gotta be kidding.
Well, the trip is on the house. You see, I'm flying a charter there this weekend, and it's not fully booked. So you could go for free. All you have to do is go to the SunWest counter, and someone will meet you there and take you right to the plane.
Welcome aboard your emergency orientation flight. We'll be cruising today at an altitude of 39,000 feet. For passenger comfort, the cabin is pressurized at 7,000 feet.
Here comes Mr. Wonderful across the field. Oh, if he is what the captain says now, it's all over. Quick, get me a cup.
You know, flying has sometimes been described as hours of boredom relieved by rather stimulating moments of terror. A blowout anywhere in the fuselage would result in a sudden loss of pressure. Now, well, thank you. Well, it's you, Miss Benton. I didn't know this was a retraining flight.
Uh-huh.
Yes, but in fact it is. Okay, boys and girls, why don't you all buckle up and we'll get it going.
Mr. Wonderful has just arrived with Connie. Okay, Pam. Go do your stuff.
Well, here he is. Have a nice trip.
Thank you.
Hi, Pam.
Hi, Paul.
Hawaii. Wow, this is one flight I'm really going to enjoy.
Me too.
Where do I sit?
Right here.
All right.
Now, you buckle up. We're about ready to take off.
Okay.
So, is the Casanova of the clouds all raring to go?
A little too raring. I'm beginning to like this idea better and better.
Atta girl.
Are you ready?
Ready.
Coffee, tea, punch?
Punch, please.
Coffee, tea?
I don't care. What do you recommend?
How about a punch?
Okay.
Say, Paul,
Mm-hmm.
I have a couple friends I'd like you to meet.
Well, any friend of yours?
Looky here, girls, if it isn't Charlie Blaylock. Why, that's not Charlie Blaylock, that's Gary Cooper.
Oh, you could have fooled me. I thought he was a nice guy.
Pam, I can explain.
Forget it.
You creep, she really cared about you.
Well, I care about her.
Sure, the same way you cared about both of us.
Look, I can explain about that, too.
Do me a favor, Romeo. Fasten your seatbelt. We're about to blast off.
What is it this time, sir?
Same as last time. I want to talk to Pam.
Well, she doesn't want to talk to you.
Say, when are you going to turn off the dumb seatbelt sign? I have to go to the bathroom.
Maybe never. We're about to hit an electrical storm.
An electrical storm? Way up here?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
How does he look? He's green.
Hey, come on, Pam, enjoy it. I worked so hard to help him get over his fear of flying.
I think you failed.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're leveling off at 39,000 feet. Hope you're enjoying your flight so far. We are experiencing a rapid decompression. I am executing emergency descent procedure.
Oh, yeah! Look at that!
Passing through 5,000 feet. Okay, level her out. You know something, Phil? I think we ought to give these retrainees a little something more to chew on. Ladies and gentlemen, we are experiencing a secondary emergency situation. Flight attendants, prepare the cabin for ditching. I repeat, we are going to ditch.
All right, everyone, please remove all sharp objects from your pockets, men's, your tie, ladies, your high heel shoes.
Everyone, please remove your life jackets from under your seat. Put your jackets over your head and secure like this. Please do not inflate inside the cabin.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now flying at an altitude of about 3,000 feet, and we should be ditching in approximately 2 minutes. Thank you.
Pillows.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now passing out pillows. Just before impact, put the pillows on your knees, your faces in the pillow, and grab your ankles.
Pam, I gotta get out of here. I really do.
Paul, stay in your seat.
I'll admit it. I'm a coward. I'm not good at plummeting. I'm a lousy swimmer. I hate fish and death.
Paul, you've got to stay in your seat.
Pam, you know the way I am in a plane. I'll probably die before we hit the water.
No, you won't. Now get in your seat. I can't take it. I knew from the very beginning I wasn't cut out for this.
Pam? Pam. Sure you were. Everything's gonna be just fine. Stitching isn't that bad. Sure, the plane will come down, but it'll skim the water. Nice and easy. And we'll all get out, and we'll walk on the wing, and we'll wave, and pretty soon a Japanese freighter will just happen to steam by, and we'll all be drinking hot sake and having a wonderful time. Everything's gonna be just fine.
You think so?
No! I wish I'd... I want to tell you something. That is, even though I was playing those silly, stupid games with you and the other girls, I really care about you.
Paul, this started out as a joke, but something's gone wrong, and I think we're really going to crash.
I think I love you.
Me too.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're only moments away from impact right now, so on behalf of myself and all the rest of the flight crew, thank you for flying SunWest.
Wait a minute. Why would a guy who's going to crash a plane into the water thank us for flying his airline?
I don't know.
Okay, that's it, kids. Fun's over. I'm putting the old juice to the engines and taking her up. We're heading back to the barn.
But we're not going to die.
No.
We're not going to die.
No, no.
We're not going to die.
No.
We're not going to die. We're not going to die. We're not going to die. Pam, I want you to know, I still mean it.
Paul, I'm sorry I played such a dirty trick on you.
Yeah, you should be. You should.
You deserved it.
Yeah. Now that we're even, why don't we start all over again?
Sure.
What?
You think you can get me out of this thing?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
You have to read the instructions?
Oh, well, they never showed us how to take it off.
Oh.
I have an idea.
Huh.
I'll go up to the galley. I'll get a knife, and we'll poke a hole in it.
Terrific.
I'll be right back.
All right.
Well, we got him.
I got him.